Thanks a lot, mate. That was fun. Off he goes. Well, g'day folks, Tommy here from Tommy Time Fishing. Welcome to the channel and welcome what I'll consider to be my local waterway here. And being a bloke from Mordialloc at the moment, this is the Mordialloc Creek here. And it's quite an interesting waterway, this one here. I'll touch on that a little bit later on, but look, not a super well-renowned fishery as such, but you know, for someone like me as a local, it does offer a little bit of angling qualities, which like, you know, good to spend a couple of hours on a nice winter's afternoon and see if we can catch a few fish. But we'll touch on that later on, the techniques we're going to do, but in particular we're going to target the southern black bream, and I reckon after a few goes I've worked out a way that we can actually grab a few, so we'll do that. And just a bit of a heads up, this will be 2 short sharp sessions, this video here. I went a few days ago, got a couple of nice fish, but hopefully get a few more nice fish today. If we can compile a really nice little feature film here that hopefully you can take on board and come here and target these southern black bream. So I hope you enjoy this one. Okay, so I'm running through the rig here, just a really light rod, probably like a 1 to 3 kilo stick here. Small little ball sinker, just a small weight. We'll try and finesse it a bit here. A little swivel, 6-pound leader. And I've got, probably looks like to be a size 6 bait holder hook. And the bait of choice, interestingly enough, which I think is a very underrated bait for the bream, is the humble worm. You can either use earthworms, nightcrawler worms, scrub worms, but I find that actually this works quite well. It's a live bait for one, so it really wiggles around, gets the fish's attention. But I kind of stumbled across this spot hoping there was a carp or two, and I ended up catching bream. So, and they love the worms. So you know what? On that theory, this is what I've been doing: just coming here, spending an hour or two, drowning a few worms, and you know, catching a bream or two, which is good fun. Oh, we are on. He absolutely smacked that. This is just a nice bream for this waterway here. This waterway does have some nice fish. It really does. And when you get a nice fish, you're just gonna inhale it like that. We'll just take our time with him. Yeah, he's a solid bream. Really solid bream. We'll just take our time. Oh, look at the colours on him. We've just pricked him around the side there. Oh, he's not happy. Not a happy chappy. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This is definitely my PB bream for here. Bear with us here. He's an absolute thumper of a bream. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Turn around here. Would you look at that? I cannot wait to measure this fish. And I'll be honest with you, he's my biggest bream I've ever caught. Alright. What's my early guess? I'm going to say it's about 41 centimeters. I'm going to say it's about 41. Lie detector here. Alright, it's close. He's 40 on the dot. That is an absolute corker of a southern black bream. He's worthy of a photo, that one. Just a bloody unreal fish. And he's my biggest bream I've ever caught, to be honest with you. No, he's no monster. He's still a bloody nice fish. We'll take our time here. He is an absolute ripper. Off he goes. And I tell you what, we've only been here a couple minutes and you get a fish like that, crack and start. This is awesome. Now, I mentioned before the creek is an interesting fishery, and I just want to shed a little bit of light on why I think it's an interesting fishery. So this Mordialloc Creek actually joins up to the Dandenong Creek further upstream, and starts in the mountains there in Mount Dandenong. Quite a pretty little stream, but by the time she comes down the mountain into suburbia, a lot of waste, a lot of chemicals, a lot of toxic waste enters the river here, and it does pollute it and actually quite affect the water quality here. Seems though the fish don't mind it too much. They are able to exist here. In fact, as I speak here, there's obviously a bit of salt water in this section here because there's toadfish right in front of me just cruising. I'm just getting a little bite. But back to that. So because like it's toxic, the EPA had put out warnings as to you know, not consuming fish sort of in the creek here because they're going to be quite toxic, you know, have probably a bit of mercury and stuff in them, and you know, so I think on that kind of note, I couldn't stress enough, if you catch a fish in the creek here, say quite away from the mouth as such, that probably best to catch and release. Oh yeah, that was a good little hit. He's still biting. Whee. Okay. Looks like we're on a nice fish here. He just absolutely walloped it. Oh, lovely little bream. We'll lift him up. Whee. Okay. Well, he's a gorgeous little fish. You know what? He's absolutely clobbered the worm, but look at that. This is what we're talking about here. Actually quite a clean looking fish the creek he's come out of. No, we'll get a quick photo of him. Alright, so just thought, just for context, we'll just measure him. We've got the tape measure. Okay, so he is 315 mil, 31.5 centimeters. Bite him off. Mate, thanks for coming. Beautiful little bream. Oh, there he goes. Good tip as well, when you're bait fishing, land-based, classically like this, if I was just sitting there 5-10 minutes not getting a bite, just give it a little move. And as I moved it then, it just had a little bite. And he's going again. So sometimes these fish can just literally just sit there and stare at your worm. Just look at it. And then sometimes when you just give that little bit of movement, you can make a split decision. We're getting bites on both rods here. They're little fish. But you make a split-second decision as to whether he's going to eat it or not. So I think we've just got a couple of really small bream here. You know when you get a good one because he doesn't muck around. He loads up that rod. See that one little there? Yeah, it's not what we're after. Just starting to get a bite. He's on. There you go. Oh, he's gone bananas. Oh, he's gone way over there. I've got to try and... This is going to be a bit hard here. Just have to play ball here. Running straight for those reeds. It's coming out now. He's a nice fish. Lovely fish. How have we done this here? Is the line just wrapped around him? Yeah, it is. That's okay. Oh. Oh, he's a lovely brim. Looks like to be in nice condition. Yeah, beautiful little fish. Probably that 28, 29 centimetre mark there. You know what? I've got a tape measure, we'll measure him. He's about 29 and a half. Look at that. It just pricked him. It's the problem with these fish when they just grab it and run. Sometimes you don't get a very good hookup, but that was all that we needed there. Beautiful little brim. Ooh, okay. He was keen. Fantastic. Okay, starting to load up a bit. Come on. Oh, pulled him. Okay, we'll bring that in. Tell you what, you bit me off. 6 pound leader is very light, but that came clean off. Might change leader, we'll be back. The humble worm, they just go nuts for it, some of these fish. The fact that it's a live bait, I reckon, is just another big tick. A live moving bait is very, very natural. I think that's just why they just cannot resist it. I'll plug her out in the same spot. Beautiful. There's actually a little bit of depth out there. Tide's still coming in, but I reckon it's probably about 5-6 feet deep. There he is there. Oh, it's teeny tiny. It is teeny tiny. Might even be a toadfish, to be honest with you. Probably hard to pick up, but there's toadfish just swimming around here. Oh, he's on. He's on. Oh, beautiful. Oh, he's giving me a little bit, actually. I'll just back that drag off a little bit, just to give him a little bit of play. They're actually going pretty well tonight, aren't they? Yeah, nice. The line always seems to get caught around these fins. That's better. Oh, he's a bit better. Okay. He's a cracker. So I'm experimenting as well here, and I'll show you what I'm experimenting with when I pull this hook out. This is a funny shaped hook. Very funny shape. It's meant to be like that. It's a circle hook. The point of this circle hook is, if he swallows this right down, the bar's bent in, but when I go to pull, it'll come through, but then it'll come around the corner of its mouth, it'll prick him in the corner of the mouth, which is what that one did then. Oh, they're green. Lovely fish. Again, this has turned out to be a cracking little evening session here. Yeah, nice fish. Lovely little spot here. They're going pretty well tonight. Oh, he's off, and he's keen. Bloody beautiful. Oh, that was a bite then. I've got a fair bit of slack out there, actually. Just on packing up. This is why you always, when you pack up, you always leave your rods to the end, so you can get a chance at a fish. Yeah, he's on. Is he? Oh, he's there. Oh, he'd love a little fish, I think. Yeah, looks like another lovely little brim. He's giving us a bit. Yeah, he's another quality fish. Ah, just fantastic, huh? Oh, he's a lovely fish, actually. God, he's a gosh. As good a bream as you want to catch, tell you what. Look at that. A blue nose bream is actually a really healthy fish. Oh, you got to be joking me. So he's about. So he is 355 mil of quality southern black bream. We got a photo. Well, mate, thank you for coming. That was great. You're a bloody beautiful fish. What a way to finish. Oh, getting a little bite here. Just got my phone light now, just sort of holding it. I've got him. Okay, we got him. Alright, so it's going to be hard to see here, but looks like a nice fish actually. It feels like a solid fish. So he's taking me way out of the rod here. Here he is, he's coming around now. We'll just pick him up. What have I got? Yeah, lovely bream. Okay, let's shed some light here. Lovely little bream. I'll bite that off. Thanks a lot, mate. That was fun. Off he goes. Well, folks, it's getting pretty dark here, and I think it's perfect time to pull the pin here. But look, this has been the Mordialloc Creek here, and look, it does offer some nice fishing here at times, and some quality bream by the looks of it as well. But I hope you've enjoyed what this creek has to offer, and I hope you enjoyed this video, because it's a great little fishery. And look, if you like what you've seen, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and drop a comment too. But just a quick one as well, like I said, I do recommend catch and release, because this water is quite polluted, especially when you get a good runoff. You get a lot of toxic chemicals and stuff from here, so these fish probably aren't the best to eat, and probably not the healthiest to eat as well. So look, you catch one, put him back so we can all catch him. And cheers guys, see you next time with Tommy Time.